Our next speaker is from the group Move to Amend, a group which is petitioning our elected officials to do their jobs and listen to their constituents. Please welcome Bobby Hunger.
Oh, thank you. Good afternoon. It's nice and toasty. It's still summer, I swear it. My name is Bobby Hunger. I'm with a group called Move to Amend Rhode Island, and there's a national group as well. It's been over 10 years now since the tragedy of Citizens United. This idea that corporations that exist only to make a profit now have the same rights as living, breathing human beings is chilling. At the time Citizens United was passed, I remember feeling defeated. I felt that our democracy, as we knew it, was doomed, and now a decade later, it certainly appears to be true. I came to talk with you today about how we lost our We the People democracy and how we can get it back. As these makers of profit have become more and more clever in finding loopholes in our law, finding judges that can be bought, we are steadily losing the ability to be a self-governing people. Yes, we have choices, paper or plastic, Pepsi or Coke, but the fundamental public policy decisions regarding how our society operates are now being made behind closed corporate boardroom doors. Yes, the Supreme Court has ruled that money equals protected speech under the First Amendment, and we all know that politicians receive untold amounts of so-called donations. That's a problem, but it's only half the problem. In order to get its way, a corporation has its unlimited money and freedom of speech to protect their profits. They manipulate public opinion against politicians and judges who get in their way. If a judge has the guts to rule in favor of an individual against a corporation, she or he may find themselves soon out of a job. If a city councilman votes against the business that will pollute the neighborhood, there will soon be ads on TV and rumors spread. It's happening all over the country, in every city and every town. Did you know how easy it is to become a corporation? It's done all the time, to be able to hide untold amounts of money and avoid paying taxes and sway public opinion. Ask Russia. The modern corporation is an entity that has no body. It has no emotion, no mind, no conscience. It doesn't sleep. It doesn't take time to make a meal, play with the grandchildren, have breakfast with friends. Unlike we humans, it has no expiration date. It exists for only one reason only, profit. And to make this profit, they drill, they frack, they pollute, they dump their toxic waste into the neighborhoods that can't fight back. They find devious ways to get us hooked on cigarettes that will kill you slowly and vapes that will kill you immediately. Where am I? They know us intimately now. Where we had breakfast this morning, where we shop, where we buy, where we live. They know our credit card numbers. They have made themselves into attractive little boxes with sweet names, and they are listening to everything we say in our own home. We, the citizens of this country, and the state of Rhode Island cannot possibly compete with the likes of mammoth wealth and power, such as Monsanto, ExxonMobil, Bank of America, Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan Chase, Ford, Philip Morris, just to name a few. And it wasn't always like this. Early in our country's history, a corporation was required to serve the public welfare. It could not donate to political campaigns because the people regulated the corporation for the good of the community. And then slowly over the years, corporations' so-called rights have expanded, culminating in the creation of the ultimate Frankenstein scenario in which the people's creation is now controlling the people. Unlike me, about a dozen of California residents happily did not collapse into helplessness 10 years ago. They gathered together and came to an important conclusion that whatever the solution to these problems would be, it would take nothing less than a constitutional amendment to get our democracy back to the living, breathing citizens of this nation. This simple, powerful idea has grown into a grassroots movement spreading through the nation. It is a coalition of thousands of organizations and hundreds of thousands of individuals. It is called Move to Amend. And ironically, the amendment they champion is called We the People. Its mission is to pass the 28th Amendment to the Constitution that unequivocally states corporations are not people, and corporations shall not have the rights of people. It states that people shall regulate corporations, and the people shall have the power to regulate money in politics in order to have equal access to the political process. It's simple, it's strong, it's incorruptible. Up until now, there have been 27 amendments to the Constitution, so we know it can be done. This is a nonpartisan movement, one that embraces all people, especially those stuck in the cycle of poverty who have suffered the most. Move to Amend is not anti-corporation, it is pro-people. Corporate personhood is behind almost every single one of our societal issues today. And until we solve this one massive problem, we won't be making a dent. So today we find ourselves, we the people, standing terrified on the edge of climate disaster, and it's business as usual on Wall Street, with businessmen at the helm. Laws and reforms can be changed at the whim of politicians. What we need is none other than this systemic constitutional change. So please join us. Our table is over there. Sign our petition, talk to your representatives, your neighbors, your friends, and get yourself an amazing education at movetoamend.org. Thank you.